Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gridiron and Grace. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of decorating in the library. If you watched my part 1 of Refresh the Library for Summer, I cleaned out a back room that I had in the library, and I shared that we're going to be decorating some places later on in the summer. So that is what we're doing today, and I'm just starting by removing everything off of this piece of furniture that I'm going to be changing out, and you'll see I have my little helper with me. So that's what we're going to begin with today. This piece of furniture has served many purposes over the years. It actually used to be our TV stand in our home, and then it was my bookcase whenever I was a teacher, and then, like I said, when I moved it into the library, it just housed some of my decor, but I decided that I wanted to put a little bit of a smaller piece here. So now I have both of the shelves where they're going to sit. So there's one there and one right here, and I couldn't push this one all the way up against the wall because of the fire alarm, but it's fine. And I have all of the decor that I'm going to try to put on there. Then I also have some of my bigger pieces up here, like my bigger picture frames and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of play around with it, and as I go, try to place things as evenly as possible so it will look, evenly distributed with both of them. So let's just get to decorating and see what I come up with. I just began with the shelf on the right and just started placing things how I thought it would look good, and you will see in a minute I just tried to mirror the one on the left to look similar to the decor that I put on this one. I didn't want them to look exactly the same, but I wanted it to be cohesive, and I feel like I spend a lot of time here at school, especially, during the school years, it's my job, and I just wanted it to be kind of like an extension of my home, and I feel like neutral decor is very calming, and that is, an atmosphere that I want to provide for the library, and so that was kind of how I geared my decor. I had some of this, as you saw a minute ago, already displayed in here, and then I've just added some things to it and brought some things from my home that I wasn't using there, and so I really like how it turns out at the end, and I'll show you all that. But just very farmhousey, neutral, calming decor. This little tiger light up light that I'm putting on this shelf right here was actually sent to me by a company called Tavisi. Several months ago, I shared that whole video with y'all when I was unboxing the things that I chose from the company, and the reason that I chose the tiger is because it is our school's mascot, and so I finally got to bring it, have a place to put it now, so I'm excited to get that plugged up, and I think that the kids will really like it. And this is what this shelf looked like whenever I got finished with it. I was really happy with how it turned out. Like I said, when I first started, I didn't really have an idea in mind. I just knew these were pieces that I wanted to find a spot on here. So I really like how I have everything laid out, and I think it flows really well. Now we're moving on to the shelf on the left hand side, and I'm just going to use the other shelf as kind of like my guide and see how I place things on those shelves and kind of mirror it the best that I can on this side without it being, exactly the same, but that it will all flow together. I love having pictures of me and my family displayed in the library. I feel like that it's just, something else that gives it that homey, cozy feel and just makes it a little bit more personal. And this is how this side shelf turned out. I think it's really cute and, again, just very neutral, cozy farmhouse decor. And I'm really glad that I decided to get these two new shelving units and, just kind of give my decor in here a little refresh. Okay, now I'm going to work on this area. I'm going to move these benches and put my new table that I have right here and my new chairs. I had a couple things that fell off of my gallery wall, so I've got to get Kenny to fix those. But I did this last summer, and I'm not changing it up. I like how it looked, but like I said, he's just got to fix the thing that fell for me right there. And I have one thing I never did add underneath that, so we got to get that fixed. But I'm going to work on moving these benches out of the way and putting my new table and chairs right here. I have a bench right here already, and so I just thought it was too many benches, so I'm going to leave that here and then work on moving some of this stuff. There was some trash and fuzz and things that had collected under here, so while I had the benches moved, I was just going to take my vacuum and go ahead and just give this a quick vacuum and get some of that up. Rowdy Man did so good the day that we were working up here in the library. He was playing with all my little sticky notes and pretending that my little scanner was his phone. So he was working hard while I was working hard. I have a little suggestion box that I leave right here, so if there's a book or something that we don't have in the library that the kids are interested in, they can write it and leave it in this box. Then when I get ready to order, I go through that. So I'm just putting it back right here with my little candle, and then this is how my table turned out. I had an extra sign that I didn't use on my shelving thing, so I decided to put it right here with these pretty faux pink flowers. Okay, so I added my pillows to the chair, and I had one sign left over that I had on my previous piece that I didn't find a place on my new ones for. So I added that here. So I think this area turned out really cute. I'll just give you one more little overview of what it looks like. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do, and this is just in a back room that I had some things sitting on top of this bookshelf, but then I moved this old card cataloging thing in here. So I'm just going to put my decor back on there that I had on top of this bookshelf, and then that's going to be the last thing that I'm going to do today. Okay, so I just put those back up there. That's just some little reading inspiration signs that I have, and these are just some old books. I just turned around because I like the color of this, and just add a little greenery plant on top. Okay, I kind of want to just walk you through my process of why I placed things where I did. I'm going to try to get both pieces, you know, in one clip as best I can, but we're going to start with the top. So what I did is I put a greenery piece in this corner, and then a little sign over there, and then on this side I couldn't put the greenery piece on the edge because I was trying to cover up that thing on the wall, so I had to put the greenery piece in the middle. But I put the greenery piece in the middle right here to kind of hide that thing behind it, and then I just put two little signs that were this color, and on the other side the greenery piece has this color vase. So that was kind of my thought behind that. And then going down to the second shelf, I put 2 bookends on the second shelf here and a little piece with farmhouse beads. This is just a piece that I had from Old Time Pottery, and I've had the beads from Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of draped them right there. So you'll see that on this side, I did something similar. I put my bookends on the opposite end, and then this is actually a little candle, but I just like the outside of it, and then I just put my little farmhouse beads around it. So going to the third shelf, I have a picture, and then I just put a little greenery piece in the basket, and I kind of mirrored it over here. I'm trying not to make y'all dizzy. I put the picture on the opposite end and a greenery piece. And then on this shelf, I put another picture and some galvanized little lanterns that I have. I don't have a greenery piece on the other side on this shelf, but I just thought this one needed a little something else. So that's what I have right here. And I'll just go ahead and show you the bottom shelf. I just put a grouping of candlesticks together and a little greenery piece and just some random decor. That's what those bottom 2 shelves look like. And then over here I have a picture, a little galvanized piece. And I have to tell you a little story about this. This was actually a happy accident. Whenever I took these off my fireplace to decorate for Easter, I think it was, Rowdy was in the back room playing, and he stuck my little cotton in there, and he showed me, and I was like, oh, Rowdy, that's so cute. So I just left. Yeah. So I just left it in there, and I'm not using it at home, so I brought it to school. And then this is a little tiger light. It lights up. I gotta get a little piece for it, but I put it right here because there's the plug. And then on the bottom, I did another little grouping of candlesticks with a sign and a greenery piece. So it's not completely identical, but I tried to mirror on each side, you know, similar. So I'll give you one more overview of how these turned out. I'm really happy with them and think they turned out really cute.
I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me today as we did a little bit of decorating in the library. That's going to be the end of today's video. If you're new, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you in the very next one. Bye.